Good morning. Hi, guys. Welcome. My name is Abby, and I'm here for you today for this 30-minute Feel Good Flow. I'm a yoga state teacher. It's a new hot yoga studio here in Louisville, Kentucky, and really proud and honored to be a part of that team. So thank you, Yoga State. And I just want to give a shout out to TRIMco as well for hosting these amazing free feel good yoga classes and allowing us to use this platform. So thank you, trim.co and Yoga State. Today, we're just going to do a 30-minute feel good flow. As always, you guys are more than welcome to tone down this practice and keep it modified, keep it simple, keep it more on the chill side. However, if you're craving something more, I always encourage you guys to evolve your practice however you want to. So if that means popping up into a handstand or an inversion at some point during the practice, please do that. Just remember, this is your creative expression, so there are no rules. Just be safe with it. But that's it. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, guys. So go ahead and just take a seat at the back of your mat. And at this point, you can go ahead and click on the playlist and press play. Okay, so we're just going to begin in a nice seat here. So crossing your ankles, maybe sitting up on a higher surface just to kind of give your spine a little bit more length. Let your hands rest in your lap, maybe your palms face up. But take whatever variation of your hands that you want to. Let your shoulders soften. Close your eyes and just begin to arrive. Start to notice the breath move throughout your body. Taking in a deep inhale through your nose, really feeling that expansion in your ribs and your lungs. And as you exhale through your nose, feel that release as you send your breath all the way down to the base of your pelvic floor. And again, take another big, full breath in. Maybe grow an inch taller. And as you exhale through your nose, feel that slight constriction in the back of your throat as you let go of that breath. And here, just start to find that rhythm and consistency with your breath. Again, just allowing it to move throughout your body, kind of clearing out any stale energy. Coming to a place of quiet. So we just use this moment to kind of let go of any busyness or any heaviness that may be lingering. Go ahead and take about 2 to 3 more deep breaths. Maybe even start to notice a sound as you exhale. Good, guys. And then just gently blink your eyes to open. We're going to inhale. Take those arms all the way up towards the sky. Nice big reach here. Your shoulders are soft. Your fingertips are magnetic. And as you exhale, connect your palms overhead. Pull your hands down in front of your heart space. Let's just do that a few more times. Big inhale, arms reach up overhead. Good. Keep your spine long, keep your tail rooted. Shoulders are relaxed. Exhale, pull those hands down in front of your heart space. Let's just do that 2 more times. Big breath. The arms lift up overhead. Feel your belly button draw in towards your back body. Good. Exhale, hands pull down in front of your heart space. 1 more. Big breath. The arms reach high. Good. Keep your arms lifted. As you exhale, take your right hand down to the floor. Big lift of that left arm. So just start to side lean here. And as you press down through your right hand, press down through your left sits bone. Noticing here if your shoulder is creeping up to your ear, and see if you can just soften that space. And keeping that press, maybe start to open your chest towards the sky. And just start to feel that left side body. Good. Big inhale. Come back through center. Both arms reach high. Exhale. Left hand comes down. Right arm stays lifted. And as you start to lean over to the left side, think about planting down into that bottom palm as well as your right sits bone. And just notice the depth of that stretch as you keep the press. And maybe start to kind of twist your chest open towards the sky. As you inhale, come back through center. Both arms reach high. We're going to take that side bend one more time. Exhale, the right hand comes down. Big inhale, feel that left arm reach high. Exhale, start to press and bend. Good, so right palm is heavy. Left sits bone is heavy. As you come up through center, take a big inhale. Stay lifted. This time we're going to twist over to the left side. So that left hand is going to come behind you. Right hand can lightly grip your left knee. Let's inhale, lift up through the heart. Big exhale, twist. Maybe take your gaze over that left shoulder. Really just feel your spine ring out like a washcloth, releasing any tightness or tension in your back body. So keeping that breath moving throughout your body as you hold this deep twist. Good, inhale, untwist, come back through center, reach both arms high. Exhale, take your left palm down to the floor. Big breath, keep that right arm stretching high. And then as you exhale, just start to bend over to the left side. Good, really sending that breath of energy into your right side body. Maybe feel that twist of your chest as you open a little bit more. Good. Inhale, come back through center. Both arms reach high. As you exhale, we're taking that twist over to the right or opposite side. So that right hand comes behind you. Left hand grips the right thigh. Let's inhale, lift up through the heart space. Exhale, feel your spine as you twist it out. Focusing your gaze over your back shoulder. Keeping your chin parallel to the floor as your spine stays nice and long. Good, guys. We're going to inhale, come back through center, reach both arms high. And then as you exhale, go ahead and just pull your hands down in front of your heart space. Great job, everybody. You're just going to crawl forward onto your mat, finding your hands and your knees, opening up your fingers nice and wide, creating that space between all 10 of your fingers. As you curl your toes under, feel your belly engage, start to lift your knees, finding your first downward facing dog. So I want you to take a moment here in this downward facing dog to feel your body, maybe pedaling out your heels, maybe moving your hips from side to side. So whatever movement feels natural or intuitive in this first downward dog, I encourage you to listen to your body and find what feels good. Right? So we let go of all of the thinking, all of the structure, and we focus on more so how we feel in each moment. Take 3 more deep, full breaths. The deeper, the better. So with every inhale, feel that expansion as you fill up. And as you exhale, really press back through your heart, your rib cage, and your belly. Feel your spine lengthen out. Good job, guys. When you're ready, go ahead and lift your heels high, look between your hands, and we're just going to start to tiptoe to the very top of the mat. Think hips light, core tight, taking your time as you transition into your forward fold. So separating your feet underneath your hips, maybe bending your knees generously, allowing your belly to rest on your thighs, and then whatever you'd like to do with your arms here. So I just have the tops of my hands down to the floor with my palms facing up. But feel free to find a shoulder stretch. Maybe you just let your arms hang, or maybe you grab opposite elbows, right? What feels good in this moment? Maybe here for the last few breaths, you just begin to find some movement here. Right? So in the morning time, we're a little bit tighter. So finding some gentle movement, some gentle sways from side to side, really help loosen and open up those tight spaces. Now when you're ready, just come back through center. Feel your spine stretch out as you let your head get heavy. We're going to press down into the big toes, keep the knees soft, and with your next inhale, we're just going to stand all the way up, rounding through the spine. Nice and slow. When you get to the top, sweep your arms overhead, big breath in. Maybe your gaze follows up to those thumbs. Good. With your exhale, swan dive and fold forward all the way back down. Uttanasana. Relax your neck, your head, your shoulders. As you inhale, press your palms to your shins, come up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Feel your back lengthen out. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana, let it go. Good, again, inhale, press down to those big toes, slowly round all the way up to stand. Just start to feel your body move with its breath. Arms come up high. Good, exhale, swan dive. See if you can carry your breath all the way down to the bottom of that fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, bow forward. 2 more times like that. Big inhale. You're just rounding up, standing up through your spine. Your arms are going to lift high. Your gaze shifts up to those thumbs. Good. Exhale, swan dive. Carrying your breath all the way down. Let your head be heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your back. Pull your belly in. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. Good, 1 more time, inhale, round, all the way. Just feel your spine articulate. Arms are gonna reach high, big breath. Good, exhale, carry that breath down. Uttanasana, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, you lengthen out your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Good job, guys. Keep your right foot planted. We're gonna step the left foot all the way back. And then we're going to take that knee down to the floor. Now keep your fingertips at the top of your mat, untuck your back toes, and then just start to shift your hips forward. And as your hips shift forward, feel your chest start to lift. Good, so we're just getting into the inner thigh space here, a little bit into the outer hip. Now I want you to start to crawl up onto your thigh, interlacing your fingertips. And then from here, see if you can find a little bit more space as your hips press forward and as you press your torso away from your thigh. Good, guys. Now very gently, you're going to release that grip. Take your hands behind your low back. Interlace those fingers. Big breath in. Feel your shoulders open up as you stretch your fist down to that bottom thigh. Perhaps your head lifts up towards the sky. Maybe you find a deeper back bend. We're just going to take 1 more inhale here. Good. Exhale, release that grip. Plant your hands down to the floor. Curl your back toes under. We're sending that right leg back to a 3-legged dog. So just taking your time as you work through these transitions. And once you're back in this 3-legged dog, go ahead and bend your top knee, allowing your hips and pelvis to open towards the sky. Think about keeping your armpits and your shoulders square. So we feel this twist in the back body. Now I want you to take 2 deep breaths here. And if flipping your dog today is in your practice, I invite you to do that now. Otherwise, just keep your knee lifted. Good, guys. Let's take a deep breath in. With your exhale, look forward. Your right foot's going to step back to the top of your mat. So we land into that low lunge. And this time, if you want, you can keep your back knee lifted. Go ahead and plant your left hand. Big inhale, right arm's going to lift, and we find a twist. So just opening up here. If your back knee is lifted, guys, I encourage you to really press the energy up through your back quad. And then really feeling your spine ring out as you pull your outer right hip back into space. Just 5 more seconds. Maybe find another inch somewhere in your body. Let's take 1 more inhale. Good, exhale, release your hand to the inside of your right foot. We're gonna start to pivot over to the left into a wide-legged forward fold, right? And then from here, you're just gonna start walking to the left, bending your left knee, finding a little bit of a hip stretch. Now, you can keep your hips lifted like so. Maybe you bend your left knee a little bit more, finding more depth to your pose, right? Maybe hands come to your heart, or maybe you just keep your fingertips down to the floor. Wherever you are in this moment, just let it be. Breathe. Let's just take 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, feel that breath move throughout your body. 1 more inhale. Exhale. Good. With your next inhale, we're just going to pivot back to the top of the mat. Whatever that looks like for you, just taking your time, finding that fluidity as you move. And then from here, you're going to angle your left heel down. Big inhale, warrior one. So we rise up. The back heel is down. Your hips are squaring forward. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, see if you can drop it 1 more inch. And as your tail drops down, feel that strength in your back leg. Feel your kneecap pull up to your thigh space. Now we're only here for 5 more seconds. How strong can you feel in this moment? Good, guys. When you're ready, you're going to take your hands to your low back. Interlock those fingers. Big inhale. Lift your heart. Exhale. Bow forward. Humble warrior. So just release your neck here. Feel your shoulders as you lift your fist off your low back. And then keep your seat super low. So feeling that outer right side seat. We're going to inhale, come all the way back up. Arms reach high. Now as you exhale, plug your elbows into your sides. We're going to pivot back to the left, but this time we're keeping the chest lifted, moving into goddess pose, okay? So your knees are bent, your toes are pressing out, elbows are plugged down, shoulders are soft. Now breathe. Maybe on the exhale, you sink a little bit deeper, really actively pressing those thighs out. Good, guys. Just 5 more seconds. When you're ready, we're going to pivot back to the top of the mat, this time moving into crescent lunge. Now, guys, if arms lifted overhead right now is not working out, no problem. You can always bring your hands in front of your heart or even hands to hips. Good, guys. Now take a deep breath in. As you exhale, hover your chest down. Let your arms swing back behind you. Again, just feeling that power in your outer right side seat as you shift the weight forward. Now inhale, come back through center. Take your arms and chest high. And then this time as you exhale, again, hover your chest. This time you're taking your back foot up off the floor. So a little bit of balance. We're not here for long. Just breathe through it. You are stronger than you think, right? Don't give up just because it gets a little hard. 5 seconds here, guys. Let it be messy if it needs to be. Now we are transitioning into warrior two. So very slowly, very softly, set your back foot down. Inhale, arms are going to spiral out to that T. Take a deep inhale. Good. Exhale, reverse your warrior. So keeping that right knee bent, leaning to the left, feeling that side body opening. Now very slowly, we're transitioning into triangle pose, Trikonasana. So as you inhale, just start to lengthen out your front leg. Arms are going to start to pivot over to the right, letting your right hand come down. So maybe that right hand is to a shin, to your ankle. Maybe you have it to a higher surface or the floor. So do what works best in this moment for you. Think about shifting your torso back. Maybe your gaze goes up towards that top hand. Your only job here is to breathe. Okay, we're only here for just 5 more seconds. Good, guys. Take another inhale. And exhale. Release your left hand down. Pivot your left heel off the floor. And then all we're doing here is stepping back into a plank pose. Top of a push-up. Your body is in one long line of energy here. Just breathe. You can always drop your knees if you're modifying your plank. We're only here for 5 more seconds. Let's all take a deep breath in. Good. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows bend. Maybe you hover, maybe you drop down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Relax those shoulders. Exhale, downward dog. Good, guys. Maybe close your eyes here. Allow yourself just to breathe that first side out. You're doing great. Remember, the deeper you breathe, the better you're going to feel, okay? All right, guys. Let's just take 2 more. When you're ready, lift your heels, look between your hands, and again, we're just gonna gently tiptoe to the very top of the mat. Take your time. When you reach the top, big inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive, stand up, arms reach high. Exhale, come right back down, forward fold. Good, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow forward. Good job, guys. You're gonna keep your left foot forward. This time, step your right foot back into that low lunge. You're gonna lower your knee down to the floor. Keep your fingertips at the top of the mat. And then just start to melt your hips down. Let your chest lift up so shoulders are relaxed away from your ears. When you're ready, start to just climb up onto that left thigh. Interlacing your fingers there. Really focus on sending your pelvis forward, but pressing your torso away from your thigh. Good, guys. Slowly interlacing your fingers behind your back. We'll take an inhale. Draw the fist down to that bottom thigh. Maybe lift your gaze. Good. And just feel your body. Breathe. Good. Let's take one more inhale. Release your hands on the exhale. Curl your back toes under, and we're going to send that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Taking your time. And then once you get there, bend your top knee and just let your hips open up. So feel that stack of left hip over right hip. This is a subtle twist here. So think about keeping those armpits in line. Now, if you flipped your dog on the first side, I invite you to do it here. Good, guys. Are you still breathing? We have 5 more seconds. Yes, you can. Take another inhale. Exhale, look forward. The left foot's going to step at the very top of the mat. So we just transitioned back into that low lunge. You're going to plant your right hand down. Big inhale, left arm's going to lift up. So just opening into your twist. Now again, you can always lower your back knee down to the floor. As you squeeze your outer left hip back, see if you can find a little bit more space in your back body as you twist. One more inhale. Exhale, left hand's going to release down to the inside of your left foot. We're going to start to pivot into a wide-legged forward fold facing to the right. So you're pivoting over to the right. And then from here, start to bend into your right knee, feeling your outer hip. Now again, if you want to go deeper, you're just going to start to drop your hips. These are just layers, guys, that you can add on if you want. Or you can just stay in the first position. Really listen to your body here. And just breathe. You guys are doing great. Just take 5 more seconds here. And then as you're ready, make this fluid. You're just going to start to lift your hips, walk back to the top of your mat into that low lunge. And then you're going to lower your right heel down. Warrior 1, big inhale, rise up. As you exhale, let your tail drop down, but keep your back leg nice and strong. Good. Your shoulders are relaxed. Maybe you walk those arm bones back behind your ears and just breathe. When you're ready, take your hands behind your low back, interlock fingers, big breath. Feel that stretch in your shoulders. Exhale, bow forward. Humble warrior. See if you can keep your hips low, and then let your head be super heavy like a bowling ball. So let go of that tension in the back of your neck. 5 seconds. Good. Inhale, come back up to warrior 1. As you exhale, bend your elbows, pivot back to the right into goddess pose. So your toes turn out, knees press out, elbows are plugged in. Good, guys. Maybe you just start to sway from side to side a little bit. Just an option if you want. And maybe with each sway, you get a little bit deeper with your hips. Good, guys. 5 seconds. And then when you're ready, we're just going to pivot back to the top of the mat. Find crescent lunge. So the back heel is stacked over top of the toes. Remember, arm variation is up to you, so if arms overhead is not working, just bring your hands in prayer in front of your heart. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, hover your chest, swing your arms back, feeling that weight shift into your front foot. Good, inhale, come back up, crescent lunge. Now this time as you exhale, hover your chest and pick up your back foot. So we just basically float into warrior three. Just breathe, feel that balance. Let the wobbles and shakes come, we're almost there. Good, now when you're ready, we're stepping back into warrior two. So plant that back foot, arms spiral out to a T, big breath in. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up. Maybe put a little bit deeper bend into your front knee. Take an inhale. Good, exhale, triangle pose. Trikonasana, just float right into it. Wherever your bottom hand is resting, just notice if your chest is folding forward. Think about pulling everything back like you're in between two walls. Just breathe here for the last 5 seconds. Good, guys. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release your hand down to the floor. We're just going to step back into that plank pose. Okay, lots of energy here. Really pressing down through your palms, but keeping your hips level with your shoulders. Let's take an inhaling breath. Good, chaturanga, exhale. Whatever that looks like for you. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Great job, guys. Drop your knees, find a child's pose. Maybe your knees go super wide. Maybe they stay a little bit closer together. But just use this moment as a pause to reconnect back to your breath, to reconnect back to your focus. Okay, and just to let go of everything we've accomplished in this feel-good flow. When you're ready, you're just gonna rise up, find yourself into a seat. You can face me. All right, guys. Go ahead and bring the pads of your feet together. Open your knees up. We're just gonna find a butterfly pose to kind of calm all of that energy down. So it's up to you if you wanna stay lifted here, or if you wanna travel forward, maybe pressing your elbows onto your shins, or you can even have your hands pressing on to your inner thighs. Okay, so let's all just take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, feel your body just kind of melt. And slowly releasing, come all the way back up. Now all I want you to do from here is just lie down on your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. You can rock from side to side if that feels good. Maybe you find a happy baby. But if there's anything else that you need this morning, feel free to find that now. Good. Okay, otherwise, we're just going to start to relax into our final pose, Shavasana. I like to bring the pads of my feet together, just like that same butterfly variation, but feel free to extend your legs. Just go ahead and close your eyes. Let your jaw soften. Let your shoulders relax. Feel that release in your outer hip flexors. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, feel your entire body just melt into the surface below you. Start to feel your breath deepen. And just start to find some movement back through your hands and your feet. Maybe you turn your head from side to side. As you're ready, just hugging your knees back into your chest one more time. Rocking down to one side. Finding that fetal pose. Keeping your eyes closed, just slowly press up into a seat. Together, we'll bring the hands in front of the heart space. Gently tuck the chin to close out this practice. Let's all take a deep breath in together. Exhale through your mouth. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that 30-minute practice. A little bit more power in my classes. But again, you can always tone it down if you need to. You all did awesome, I'm sure. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Other than that, I think we're done. And you all have a great day. Thanks, guys.